Hello, Eagles. I have a new version of an old classic fairy tale that you might know. The Three Snow Bears is based on the story of Goldilocks. Our author illustrator is Jan Brett. Jan Brett is a great illustrator and storyteller. In our story, you will notice that she has these side panels, which helps us to follow along what our other characters are doing in the story when we're not focused on them on our main page. "Come back!" Oluki shouted as her huskies floated out to sea. Oh no! She knew that although an ice floe is a good place to fish, it's a bad place to lose a dog team. Not far away, a snow bear family had just started to eat their breakfast, but it was way too hot for Baby Bear. "Owie!" yelled Baby Bear. "My breakfast burned my mouth." "We'll go for a stroll and let the soup cool," Mama Bear said. You'll see in our side panel we have our little dogs that have floated away. Oluki was running along looking for her dogs when she came upon the biggest igloo she had ever seen. Who lives there? She wondered. And now you will see that Oluki is our main part of our story. The bears have moved to the side panel. Oluki ducked inside. Right away, she smelled something delicious. Across the room, she saw a big bowl, a middle-sized bowl, and a small bowl. Surely the good smell was coming from the three bowls. Oluki took a sip from the biggest bowl. "Ow!" she cried out. "Too hot." She took a sip from the middle-sized bowl. "Ew, too cold." She tipped up the littlest bowl and drank every drop. Not too hot and not too cold. In the next room, Oluki spotted 3 pairs of beautiful boots standing in a row. She put the biggest boot on. "Too big," she said. She put on the middle-sized boot. "Too fancy," she said. She put on the littlest pair. "Just right," she said, wiggling her toes in the soft fur lining. Oluki walked into the last room and found a long sleeping bench piled high with fur covers. Heat from the oil lamp warmed her cheeks and made her sleepy. Time for a nap, she thought. She crawled under the highest mound of covers. "Too lumpy," she grumbled. She tried the middle bed with the furry fringe covers, but sank down so far she could hardly breathe. "Too soft," she said. She rolled over into the smallest sleeping place. The furry blanket was cozy and warm, and the pillow was just her size. "Just right," Oluki murmured, and was asleep before she could take her boots off. Looks like her huskies have met the bear family. If Oluki hadn't fallen asleep, she might have heard her dogs barking happily. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear had spotted them adrift in the strong current and had gone out to save them. The Snow Bear family was pushing Oluki's dog team back toward their igloo and to safety. Papa Bear crawled into the igloo and saw his big bowl sitting in a pool of spilled soup. "Someone's been tasting my soup," he roared. Mama Bear rushed in and saw that her soup had been sloshed around too. "Someone's been sipping on my soup," she growled. "Someone found my soup," sputtered Baby Bear in her high, squeaky voice, "and they ate it all up." Papa Bear ran into the next room and saw his boots in the middle of the floor. "Someone's been trying on my boots," he boomed in a big bear voice. Mama Bear put on her fancy boots. Someone has had these boots on, and the fur is all bunched up. Baby Bear saw that her boots had disappeared. Someone has taken my boots and left behind these not as good ones, she wailed. The bears ran into their bedroom. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, Papa Bear bellowed. Someone has been sleeping in my bed too, Mama Bear cried. Baby Bear peeked in her little bed and squeaked. Someone's been sleeping in my bed and here she is! Uh-oh. Aluki opened her eyes and saw the 3 bear noses only inches away. She hopped out of bed and dove between Papa Bear's huge furry legs. Is she going to escape? My new book pages don't want to turn. Quicker than a seal, Aluki ran from room to room until she burst outside. Her huskies bounced around, barking and smiling their doggy grins. Aluki and her dogs flew over the frozen ice, dodging ridges and cracks. She looked back to wave a thank you to the snow bears. She couldn't see them, but she heard a big gruff voice, a middle-sized voice, and a high squeaky voice calling to her. Bye-bye. 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 Do you think the bears are mad at her for coming into their home, or happy to share? That is the 3 snow bears. Thanks for listening.